I'm just making this a little bit bigger so that I can...
That's what she said.
Special episode of KuroNeko Unboxing.
Hey guys, Professor Jaq here. Listen, I know it's been a while since we've talked, but here in Conus, we just got KuroNeko. Now this place is amazing. You can see behind me, I mean, look at this. This is like geek paradise here, right? But in this box is something completely outrageous, right? XM Studios, now you guys all know XM Studios. These are the guys that make these incredible quality sculptures. This is one of their newest. I got lucky enough to be able to be the one to unbox it and show it to you. Let's take a look, shall we? Where do we start? All right, now this one, designed by one of their mainstays, Sufara Jaffni Jafar is the one who came up with the original conceptualization for this, and the main sculptor is Fossil Mokar. Now, I hope I'm pronouncing things right, but the sculpture on this, and you'll see in a second what I'm talking about, is beautiful. All right, now here we go. Take a look at what's actually inside the box. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna take it out of the box, I think. All right, so I've got the box out here. All right, we had to get it out of the big box. This is like the Russian nesting dolls here, right? It's a box within a box within a box. Now, to kind of whet your appetite, I do want to show you, right? This is Carlos Dottoli did this. What we're gonna see is Spider-Man, right? Not just any Spider-Man though, right? I'll show you as we go, but this is a Spider-Man that is being attacked by the Sinister Six, at least half of them. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. First, we have to open another box. Another box. How are we there? You know, this is where we start to see the pieces. Now, it's not just interchangeable heads. They actually give you 3 interchangeable torsos. Yeah, they're kind of in the same shape, but one of the nice things about this is they really get into the idea of comic history, because this one is based off of a Todd McFarlane, and we can kind of see the eyes there, right? It's based off of the Todd McFarlane Spider-Man design, right? He kind of took over the character mid-90s and really reinvigorated it, right? But if we go back to a classic, right? This is based on the John Romita, right? Again, it's the eyes that really kind of make the difference, right? But this is based on the John Romita design. Right? Romita also huge influence, right? In the mid 70s, it really took over the character. And you can also see, right here, you can also see the coloring differences, right? It's a slightly deeper reds and blues here on the Todd McFarlane kind of design, right? The webs are a little bit different. Honestly, I saved this one for last because it's my personal favorite. This is actually sculpted by a guy named Paul Tam, but I love this, right? Because it's Spider-Man, he's in the middle of battle, his mask is half off, and yet you can see the determination on his face, right? I think if this was going to be put up in my house, this is the head that I would go with. For me, it's absolutely a no-brainer. Okay, so we've got these down. Now, I mean, there's a couple of other small pieces here, right? There's some webbing here. It's Dr. Octopus is one of the Sinister Six, and we can see, right, this is one of his tentacles. We've got several of these tentacles that are gonna come in and play a part. Right now, Dr. Octopus is only one. I said Sinister Six, or at least half of the Sinister Six, right? And part of what we get there, on the top of our diorama, right? This is a little thing. It's going to be the top of Oscorp Tower now, right? Longtime Spider-Man fans are going to know, right, that Oscorp is the corporation home of Norman Osborn, who is the Green Goblin, right? One of Spider-Man's top villains. And here's another really gorgeous Dr. Octopus tentacle, right? I mean, these are just stunning. The detail here is really something to note. Right, there you go. Right, that's one of the goblins. That's upside down. There we go. That's one of the goblins' pumpkin explosive bombs there. Now we're gonna take a look at that base here. We got a couple of smaller pieces here. See, now if you read the comics, the Green Goblin is absolutely one of the primary bad guys, but you can see this. All right, can we get a tight in here? Right here's where a web is gonna show up. Right, you can just see this gorgeous detail in this here, right? The smile. And, right, as I said, the Goblin is one of the primary villains of Spider-Man, to the point that Norman Osborn, throughout time, has known that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. So we go back to this, right? This idea of Parker, and again, just look at this gorgeousness here, right? You can see the determination, the eyes, the mouth. There's still some scratches on the face there. Right, this sculpt is just absolutely beautiful. Just take a look at this base, right? Like I said, we'll put it together in a second. You can see, right, the parts going in. But here you've got sand set up, right? So far we've got Dr. Octopus, who's one villain. We've got the Green Goblin and Oscorp, a second villain. And our third villain represented here is Sand, right? The Sandman is going to be attacking imminently. Something that you should take a look at. There are a limited number of these. There's 880 total that are being made. Now, luckily enough, right, we've got one here in Conus. There's more on the way. If you want one, there'll be information down below. You can order one, but they're all numbered, right? So this one happens to be 508 of 880, and they've all got a unique serial number, right? These are absolutely collector's items, and well worth it. So we've got some a nice little leg area here. And again, right, we're back at the top of Oscorp Tower. The sand here coming up, getting ready. Now, with all this here, don't be scared, right? Don't be afraid of it. Because as I said, it comes with an instruction manual. So that's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna put the thing together, see how it looks. Oh, there we go, okay, I see. What? No, there's no glue or anything. Yeah, you just slide it, okay. Ready? So let's actually start putting this thing together, right? So we've got the base, we've got the instructions here. It really is as simple as putting slot A. Can we see slot A there, right? You see that, right? And right here, there's an A, and we just slide it in. Same with slot B over here, right? Pick up this piece here. Yeah, there we go. The slide here, right? Now we're gonna take this right into it, right? It's just that simple. The nice thing, right, you can't really screw it up. Again, just to show you here, right, it's a certain shape, right? It's not like just a square. There's a certain shape there. So it's got to go in a certain way. It just gently slides into place, right? So now we've got Dr. Octopus's arms. We've got the sand there at the base. Now we have one more villain to represent. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and put the tip of the tower up there, right? Now this piece is gonna go just like our next piece. Right, I got a little bit confused here. There we go. Just because I'm misreading things. Right, so now we've got the Green Goblin represented here. We've got Dr. Octopus. We've got the Sandman. Now it's time to bring in Spider-Man. So now that we were at Spider-Man, one of the things that we should probably mention is who is Spider-Man and what's he about? If you are a Generation Geek fan, you've already seen it, I'm sure. But we did do a video on Spider-Man himself, on the origins of the character, right? There's gonna be a link down there, so you can find it. But just a little bit of information as we're going here. At the beginning, Spider-Man was just a 16-year-old kid who had problems dealing with bad guys like Dr. Octopus, like the Green Goblin, right? Imagine if your primary nemesis finds out your secret identity, right? That's one of the reasons that, like I said, I love this particular sculpt. The fact that his mask is going to come off in the middle of a battle, and yet he's still going to keep fighting, right? It doesn't matter. For Spider-Man, the key is defeating the bad guys, whatever that takes, right? And that's what we're setting up here, right? I mean, here the odds are 3-1 against him, and yet the determination on that face is unmistakable, right? So let's go ahead and put this piece in, right? Now, right, we want that dynamic pose here, so we're going to go ahead and line him up, and then we'll go ahead and get to the webbing. The webbing is absolutely McFarlane's webbing with the knots around it. As I said, in the 90s when he took it over, he just redefined how the character kind of looked for a generation. We're going to go ahead. The dynamism here, the musculature underneath, right? You can see that twisting of the torso. It's really something. I just have to put his hands in here. I'm gonna go ahead and well, look at that, all right? In case you're worried, the hands just snap on. They're actually magnetic, so they snap on. And now we're gonna figure out how to do the webbing. There we go. That's it. That's all there is to it, right? It takes about 10 minutes to put it together, and what you're left with is an extraordinary piece of artwork. If you guys want one of these in your house, again, check the link below. You can pre-order them, right? Because they're limited editions, you can't just come into the store and buy one. I want to thank you guys for watching this special unboxing joint venture between Generation Geek and KuroNeko. We're excited to do more unboxings. If there's a character you want to see us unbox, let us know. Hit us up in the comments, hit us up on social media. We're here for you guys. Tell us what's next. We'll be happy to show it to you. Thanks for watching.
Special episode of KuroNeko Unboxing.